Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the SMU Mustangs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Rich. Release to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fakes the grab. Powers through. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down. 1st and 10, they're down to the 25. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it from the gun. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
7, SMU, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. Using the quick game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They've got the screen set up.
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations. When you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field, they didn't have it set up that time.
He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Scanning the field, it's Rich. Bringing the heat. Complete. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Get it out on the screen. Made a defender miss. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's Ross. The ball's loose. And the defense got it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. To throw, it's done. Floating away. Slings it downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Right on the money. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Going for 6. Give him 6. Touchdown, North Carolina!
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep things.
Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
He's got it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Rich. Got his man. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly complete. Only in the hops.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
The Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Set him up.
Nice coverage coverage, jump the route, create the interception, and then it looks like he could go all the way. Oh, so close.
One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up what he can and then slides.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heel. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field, and don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Moving away from pressure. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cooper. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. And the Mustangs in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Lost to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Cooper.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield, it's Rich. The throw. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Flushed out of the pocket. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football on that play.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
This one's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Rich. Keeps looking downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. On the move at the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's caught! Touchdown, SMU!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, running back on the move. At the 35, he's open. Running free. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half, I imagine. Turning it on! And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. First down here for the offense. Wants to adjust the pattern. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's complete. Touchdown, North Carolina. And the pummeling has started.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Now on second down. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They'll ride the hot hand.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Finds the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's pushed out of bounds, couldn't quite get to the first down marker, and they'll give up the ball. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Lots of room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently ahead of this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but there in the birthplace of college football, this one is close.
Back to pass, it's done.
They're up by 7 over Kent State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Across the 45. Still running at the 40. Oh, he found a space on the right. Touchdown, SMU. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it. Oh, there's an alley to the left. At the 20. Touchdown, UNC! And the stomping has commenced.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And the Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's looking to throw on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On fourth down, going to the air. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, North Carolina! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown Mustangs. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Number 85.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air. It's done. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite.
Gonna take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Traylor. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. QB got it himself. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, UNC. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. On target over the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Mustangs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Dumps it to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's Cooper. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the return, but what a play to get the football back. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Looking to pass, it's Henderson. Skips away from pressure. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Well, they say the bounces eventually even out, but they've been pretty much one-sided today.
And the defense needs something to happen so bad. You're in a deficit already. You get your hands on a football, and the offense still makes the play. That is so demoralizing for this team.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That pass couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And now the offense will come onto the field again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Sends it downfield. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a 1st down in the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Green 25.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Wants to go up top. It's complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
29.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. From the gun, wants to pass. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's Traylor. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses. It's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Is the heat giving him some kind of mirage and he thought he saw a 4th down someplace? It's not 4th down, and the punt team's on the field. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of him. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. On 1st down from their own 22. To the air on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Good enough for 1st down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
He's going for it all. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over.